Freedom. Freedom is not given, it is taken. Subhash Chandra Bose.
Hello everyone, my name is Gus Kapoor and I am a student of class 70. As we all know that today is the birth anniversary of great freedom fighter of India, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So on this beautiful and wonderful occasion, I am gonna to say a few lines about Netaji and his life.
On January 23, 1897, a great hero and patriot and a selfless leader of undivided India was born, who is popularly known as Netaji, and his full name is Subhash Chandra Bose. Netaji's patriotic feelings may be understood by this quotation: "You give me blood and I will give you independence." He stated, "If you yet are willing to die for a cause without regard to your own wants or desires, that is as close as you can get to invisibility. Even if your physical body is killed, your efforts and ideas will live on and never die." He was of the opinion that independence is rarely obtained through peaceful means. Conflict is often the only way to gain freedom or revolution. And for this reason, Gandhiji and Netaji had many differences between their thoughts. Netaji Subhash heart and soul was Indian, and he never tolerated any foreign talking against Indians. In this context, an even may be cited. He thrashed a British professor E.F. Wharton in the Presidency College of Calcutta in 1916 for his racist remark against Indians, and for this Subhash Chandra had to suffer also. However, with the intervention of Indian scholars and other stalwarts, the matter was resolved. Subhash Chandra was a brilliant student too. His brilliancy may be understood with the fact that when he went to England in 1919 to complete the Indian Civil Service as desired by his parents, so in 1920 he came out fourth in order of merit with the highest marks in English. But he was deeply disturbed by the Jallianwala Bagh massacre and left his civil service probation midway and returned to India. After returning to India, Subhash Chandra joined the Indian National Congress and started working under Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das, whom he always respected as his political mentor. In those days, Netaji and other youth leaders were in favor of complete freedom, but other leaders were in favor of dominant status for India within the British rule, and this difference sharply cropped up in 1928 Guwahati session of the Congress. While Subhash Chandra Bose was the Congress president, many people admired him for his vibrant role, and that is why he was elected the president of Indian National Congress for 2 consecutive terms. He had to, however, resign in the mid of the second term due to ideological difference with Gandhiji, as the Mahatma Gandhi's preferred candidate Pattabhai Sitaramayya who was defeated by Netaji badly. Total votes polled by Subhash Chandra Bose were 1,580 against 1,375 votes by Sitaramayya. Subhash Chandra Bose was the Congress president, and when he was Congress president, many remarkable works were carried out under his leadership. One being his initiative to keep Assam with Indians, as then Muslim League leaders had a different game plan. In 1938, Assam was passing through a turmoil as there was a serious political problem, which was Muslim League versus Congress. During that time, Gopinath Borodoloi invited Subhash Chandra Bose to come to Assam and save the situation. Subhash Chandra immediately rushed to Assam and strongly advocated the formation of the ministry under the leadership of Gopinath Borodoloi. As a sequel, Assamese youth were happy, and a booklet on Subhash Chandra Bose was published by some students of Cotton College in 1939 under the umbrella of All Assam Progressive Youth Association AAPYA, formed that time. Further, they decided to invite Subhash Chandra Bose to inaugurate the association, which he gladly accepted. While Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was the head of Indian National Army INA or Azad Hind Fauj, Dr. Mrs. Lakshmi Swaminathan met him in Singapore and decided to join the freedom movement as she was impressed with the charismatic speech of Netaji. She, as Captain Lakshmi, headed a regiment called Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai Regiment. It was the first regiment headed by a female in Asia, with around 1,000 women personnel. In March 1947, she married to Colonel Prem Kumar Sehgal, leading personality of INA and subsequently known as Dr. Lakshmi Sehgal, portraying a symbol of national integration. Various historical evidences reveal that Netaji's contribution in the freedom movement was colossal. It may mention here that Salman Taseer Atti, who was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1945 to 1951 and the leader of the Labour Party from 1935 to 1955, agreed that Netaji was the toughest challenge that the British Empire faced. Although the death of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose is a mystery, but he is still immortal in the heart of millions of Indians. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.